Innovation is a very big word. Of course, technology is something that always has carried us forward in terms of our progress, productivity, etc. However, at the same time, it does generate quite a bit of inequality on every level. What do you say to that?
Well, look, Poste Italiane, funnily enough, is a company that has been associated very much with Italy in terms of the huge amount of consumers and segments of consumers that are dealing with an opportunity of equal access to our services. And I think that innovation in these sectors will actually help to distribute innovation in a creative way, having, in a way, a democratic way of digitizing the country. And this is an important element of what we're doing here at Poste, inventing services that combine the analog side with the digital sides and helping citizens, companies and institutions to migrate towards digital.
Logistics in general is very cyclical. Where do you see the global cycle moving towards?
Look, there is a side of logistics that doesn't seem to be cyclical, which is the move onto e-commerce. There is an explosion of volumes linked to e-commerce because now the new trade implies companies to be able to sell both in real shops as well as on the web. And we start from a position of weakness, ironically, on this because we only have 8% market share in Italy, and we see that as one of the elements of strength. Having said that, obviously, the economy worldwide is not forgetting cycles, but if I look parochially from our perspective, we see conditions that could help us grow. Obviously, correspondence is exactly the other way around. No matter what happens to the economy, mail volume will go down.
You said earlier on, of course, investment is something very important, especially from the private sector. However, the parameters and the structural reforms come from the public sector. How much confidence do you have in the Italian government to provide that ASAP?
Look, what they've done so far, they've clearly identified the areas for intervention, and the first moves seem to be going in the right direction. As often the case, execution will be the real test, and we've been reminded also today in one of the sessions that the real difference in terms of among countries has been made by the countries who have turned into execution the idea of reforms they have. Therefore, I suspect the next few months will be critical to make sure that the good intuition, the good initiatives so far taken will be translated into action.